You unlock this door with the key of imagination. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. You've just crossed over into the 3D zone. That's right. We're going to do some 3D. Three-dimensional stuff. There's some cool rendering effects we can use. So, let's start from scratch, create some text, and spin it around, make it look cool, make it look three-dimensional. Yes. We must render to all their due, but sometimes we must render in 3D. That's right. Okay, so we started from scratch. We are going to grab the text tool. This is just to show you how to do it. You can do this with text or with objects, but text is kind of fun. So let me pick a text color, and I'm gonna just type I am text man. Hear me roar. Okay. I know. Fairly stupid, but it's okay. Alright. Now what we're going to do is go up to Filter. Render. That's right. We are going to 3D transform. You just watch this. It's cool. It says this type layer must be simplified before proceeding. It will no longer be editable. That's fine. It'll simplify it for me. Now check this out. We have a little preview here. Now let's go through each of these. The selection tool, the direct selection tool, the cube tool, the sphere tool, the cylinder tool. A lot of these other ones are unavailable right now. There is the zoom tool and the hand tool. You'll mostly be using the cylinder, sphere, and cube, and then these pan camera and trackball tools. Okay, so what shape do you want to put this text on? Let's say we wanted to put it on a sphere, so pick the sphere tool, and now we can draw a gigantic sphere, like so. Maybe about like that. Okay. I'm sorry, almost forgot. This is the tool where we can move it around. Okay. The pan camera tool. Now the trackball tool, this will enable us to warp our text a little bit. See? Like so. So you can rotate it whichever way you want. There's our field of view in Dolly, but I wouldn't mess around with that right now. So let's first try this, see how it looks. Hit OK. And now it's rendering it. Sometimes, obviously you're going to have to experiment until you get stuff right, but it is a cool effect. Look at that. So, what we could do is if we wanted this to look like a real ball, grab our elliptical marquee tool, make sure we hold down the shift button so we have a perfect circle, till it looks like it's about the size of that circle. Now we're going to move it up there. Looks like it's a little small. Oops. Can't do it within here. There we go. We'll have to free transform it. Grab a corner, make it a little bigger. Now let's see. It's closer to how we want it. There we go, that's pretty close. I was just looking for something that would complete our circle here. Once we have it how we want it. Now I'm going to fill that in with a nice black color. So we had to free transform that circle to get it a little bigger. So I'm going to grab black. I'm going to grab the paint bucket tool. Fill that in. And now I'm going to deselect. Being that that was on a background layer, I won't be able to adjust the opacity, so I'm going to create a layer from the background, turn it into a layer. Now I can adjust the opacity of that black. Let's bring it. Let's see what we can do here. I'm going to have to create another layer behind it because we're seeing clear too much here. So I'm going to create a new layer and bring it below that, and I'm going to fill it in with white. There we go. Now that looks a little better. So now we have a black that when we lighten it, oops, lightening the wrong place. Now when we lighten this black filled in area, as it lightens, we're seeing the white in the background and not that clear checkered to indicate that there would be nothing behind it. So now we have the white basically as the background, even though it's a layer, and then our black circle, which I've lightened the opacity to 32%, and then our warped text there over a sphere. Anyway, I just want to give you a little idea of creating a 3D effect there with the sphere, and you could do that with a square too. So just remember, instead of choosing the sphere, you could choose the cylinder and then rotate it like we did. Remember how we dragged and pulled it around? That's how we got this little rounded effect here. Same thing is true with the square and the cylinder. You can create it whatever size you want and then stretch it, turn it around, put it whatever direction you want to create the the perspective that you want. So it's kind of cool have some fun with the rendering. It'll take some dabbling to get it, to become acquainted enough to where you're comfortable with it, and you'll be able to use it as a good tool. So enjoy your 3D.